Okay, today I would like to show you how to go about making a garland for around your window. And all I've done here is take a standard garland. Let me get up closer here so you can see. I took a standard garland like that, and I ran some lights through it. And the beautiful thing about these lights, and you'll see it later on, is I have them just on constant light right now, but you can definitely buy lights that have different modes to them, and this one happens to, and so they'll twinkle and do a variety of things. But anyway, what I wanted to show you is I had cut this ribbon. It was actually some material I had bought for years back for one of my dessert tables, and I cut it because it has a little bit of gold scrolling through it. Cut the ribbon, just strewn it throughout the garland. And then what I did, and I think everybody would agree, nothing special going on here yet, but I think what we would agree on is this is an additional sprig. It is a separate sprig that looks like this, and you can buy them at the greenery stores or the Christmas stores. And what's nice about it is when I add it into the garland itself, it gives it a very lifelike, realistic feeling. And so I like it because it's not all this ribbon and garland, but all of a sudden you see these big tufts of green, and I love the greenery effect coming out of it. I put one up there, I put one here, and then I wanted to show you the final one that I'm going to place. So the next thing I'm going to do is start putting some ribbon through here. This was just some fabric. I'm going to put some netting and a little bit of ribbon, and I'll show you that next. Okay, so the next step is I took this ribbon right here, that is, my light's going to go away, this right here, and I like this because it has a wire edging to it, and so and the gold in it picks up the light. So again, this garland is not looking like much, I would agree, but as you continue to layer, it's all about the layering, and pretty soon it's going to be dripping with different textures and colors and jewels and whatnot, and before you know it, you've got yourself a department store garland. I want to show you this. This is one of the next items I'm going to put in. I actually dismantled a super old Christmas topiary that was given to me by my mother-in-law, and I loved the colors in this because, again, you know my colors in my house. And then I also took off that topiary these beautiful poinsettias that are kind of coppery, gold, really pretty. So I'm going to start inserting those within the garland, and we'll take a look at that next. Okay, I always will do a section before I decide whether I love something or not, and I will say that I'm going to have to remove that egg. I am loving this. Again, I spent no money on these. These are just these beautiful poinsettias that I, again, took out of a topiary. I also took it out these beaded branches. I have spent nothing on this garland as of yet, and I think it's going to end up looking so exquisite, like something you would spend several $100s on. So I'm going to continue on with this, and then I'll show you my next layer. I just wanted to show you up close. Notice how it's starting to really take nice shape. I'm liking it a lot. Okay, so I have now added some ornaments tucked in, and honestly, I don't even know if you can actually see them. I placed them deep inside the garland for another splash of color and just the element of, right here, for the element of, you know, the ornament, the Christmas ornament. I love that. I think I'm going to attempt to tuck in two more ornaments before I'm done here. Let me really illuminate that for you. That looks pretty with it up tight. I'm always videotaping in the evening, and I'm sorry that the quality of light that I have usually isn't the best, but I did move things, so I'm not going to get hurt anymore. Anyway, I have one more item that I'm going to add, possibly an ornament, but the only item I spent money on, and I'm going to apply that, and then I'll show you. Okay, here is the finished product, and again, it has become late day, and I'm not getting nearly the light that I would like to have for you. So I've set up these lamps without shades on them. But I want to show you up close the one item I actually spent money on, and it's this gorgeous copper, I don't even know what I would call it, but it comes in a long roll, and it stays in one piece, and it stays coiled. And it's a little bit hard to manipulate, I will be honest with you, but I love the overall effect. I love how it gives the absolute glisten that I love to have on all of my finished products. And then finally, the last thing that I added, besides the copper roping, is these items right here. They are just leaves that are gold leaves. And I love those because, again, as you walk through, it just catches the light. And you get this glistening, this glittering. And it is fabulous for a project such as this. One of the things that I wanted to say really quickly was, don't be afraid to use several different elements. None of these are the exact same color. All sorts of different textures, all sorts of different colors, all sorts of different foliage in here, and that's okay. Take what you have. You will be amazed at how, when you layer it and start tucking and putting lights to it and adding, of course, my favorite, a little glittery element, you will end up with a finished product such as this. And I am, like I said, really pleased. I think it turned out quite beautiful. Let me get one last view for you. Again, thank you so much for watching Designs by Michelle. Sorry, my computer was down for a couple of days, so I was kind of backlogged with videos I wanted to share with you. So if you're feeling inundated all of a sudden, I apologize, but I greatly appreciate you watching. Thank you again. Bye-bye. Okay, here's a very important part of interior design or just being creative, is that after I spent the evening looking at the Garland work I had done, I had decided it was missing something. It looked too dark in the evening light, even with the lights flickering and stuff. So I decided to add these beautiful leaves, and I want to show you one in person. And this is, like I said, an important part of decorating. You never know until you step back and you can really view it for a while what you're going to want to add or maybe even take away. So it is a process, and it is time consuming. I'm not going to lie, this stuff is not a quick fix. It takes time, which is why I start so very early in the year. I want to now sit back and enjoy Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's with my beautiful garland. So I just wanted to show you the final touches. I love how rich and opulent this came out. These leaves made all the difference in the world. So anyway, thank you again for watching Designs by Michelle. Enjoy, and I look forward to entering some more videos for you to watch.